I got my Spotify Wrapped list. More than the list, I guess, the whole deep dive into the music listening habits of the year. Although I guess it's not really the whole year since they're doing it so early, because it's only till December, unless they do December to December. I'm not sure. Spotify can tell you, not me. Anyway, I thought we'd go through it together because I really enjoy music. I think it's healing, it brings people together. It's a lot of stuff. Jared and I do share my account, as we do have it hooked up to our entertainment system in our living room. So either one of us listens to it pretty much all day, which you'll see I have a high number of listening. I listen to it while I'm at work. He listens to it while he's at work, when he was at work, and also when we're both at home doing stuff, or one of us at home doing stuff, often while cooking or cleaning, showering, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's get into it. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here today. It is winter in Canada, and the sun is out, so I'm sure you know that means it's freezing cold. And I took my gloves off because I wrote my notes from Spotify on my phone. I can't use it at the same time. But it's actually, with the sun out, quite nice right now, so we'll take advantage of that. So let's start. If I can get my phone to work. There we go. So, between me and JR, we listen to 88 different genres, which is not surprising. We both have a different taste in music, which you'll see when we get to that. I'm going to give you my top 10 rather than the whole 100, because I feel like that's a lot, but 10 I feels like a good amount to see the different styles of music. I like a lot of different styles of music in general. He mostly likes dance or rock, which is an odd mix. Oh, and rap. He's been big on rap this year, which I feel like he was as a teenager. Not as much now. Wow, the wind is making my eyes water here. I hope it's not too windy for you, but I guess that's a bridge we'll come to later. Anyway, so 88 genres, different genres listened to. The top genres being dance pop, rock, pop rock, and alt-Z, or alt-Z, I guess. I'm Canadian. I wasn't sure what alt-Z was, so I did have to look it up. But alt-Z is a blend of different genres, but not specific to one. It's kind of pop, kind of not, kind of sad, kind of upbeat. It's ethereal without being ballad, rhythmic without being bop. Or a bop. It's very... that's really what I listen to, I guess, because it's a lot of everything. And JR too, actually, because, part of the part of Spotify is they give you blends made for you, so we were playing the alt-Z blend last weekend, I believe, right before we did the tea review together, which is my last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. JR made a guest appearance to help me try some teas. Anyway, but it was, some artists I found from TikTok, and then, based on that, if you like this, you'll also like. So it's a good way to find new music, I find, but the wind is freezing my ear, so I put my hat on. My hands are still fine for now, but I feel like that's because the wind isn't getting to them as much as my big old noggin. Anyway, it tells you your styles of listening throughout the day, which I thought was funny because I get up earlier than Jared to go to work. And on my drive to work, I put on music to motivate me for the day, which according to this is mornings filled with upbeat, empowering, happy music, which is absolutely true. You gotta get in that good mood for work, start the day. And then you seize the day with nostalgic, energetic, and reminiscent music, which would be him listening at that point. And then the evening is confident energy, the night is confident energy, which is I will shower with music I can sing very loudly and annoyingly to. So that is definitely true. The total of minutes listened was 58,111, which I guess is lucky, 111. But anyway, that's fair. We listen to it a lot. 2,690 songs played, which is fantastic. The top 10, which the first one listened to 56 times, was Numb Little Bug by M. Behold, which is someone I did find on TikTok, but the song is fantastic. Number 2, Hot Girl Bummer by Black Bear, which I think was a recommended song, but it reminds me of my friend Summer, because it's the hot girl bummer Summer. I don't know, Summer's mom used to call her Summer Bummer sometimes. But yeah, After Dark, Mr. Kitty was number 3, which video started going around on YouTube with that song to an older movie, and I forget the movie name now, we should look it up. But anyway, that surfaced, and the song became popular again based on that. I do believe it was from the 80s or 90s, I don't know offhand. But anyway. Number 4 is Typhoons by Royal Blood, and that one I started listening to at work because there was a series of extremely rainy days in a row, and I work outside, so I would play that song and like dash into the rain, and it just felt right to be like, yep, we're in the rain, typhoon. And then JR started liking that song as well. Actually, the Hot Girl Bummer one, he also like, I think we just like that artist, Black Bear. But anyway, number 5 is Trampoline by Casey Lowry, I believe it's pronounced. I also found him on TikTok, but he is just amazing. He will do videos kind of roasting people, I guess, that are being idiots, but roasting them through song. But he also is a serious musician as well, and I do suggest checking him out. It's just, the Trampoline anyway is such an upbeat song that I just love it. He seems like a great person. 6 is Land of Confusion by Genesis. Now my close friends know I'm a sucker for Phil Collins. I don't even know why, but JR actually showed me this song because he loves the music video for it, which is interesting. It's with puppets. It's neat vibes anyway, but Genesis is a good time. Number 7 is Booty Bounce by Tujamo. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a dancey song that I really like. After that is Roll Up by Wiz Khalifa, which is, I feel like, one of JR's favorite songs. And Secrets by One Republic, which I think I listened to maybe in my college days, but yeah, another one of JR's favorites. And also Control by Nightclub, another one of JR's favorites. I like Nightclub, but not necessarily Control. It's not as one of their best songs, but he really likes it. They have really neat music videos. That was the top 10. Now our top 5 artists, which I feel like they're all JR's top, because I listen to so many different things. But anyway, top 1 is Nightclub, which again we both like, but it's mostly him. Eminem, Rihanna, Fifi Dobson, and Black Bear. Which, I mean, I listen to all those as well, but I feel like when JR likes a song, it's played on repeat for a while, so that gets it into top everything, basically. So this last part is mostly me. I listen to podcasts, JR does not. But I listen to it everywhere, at work, in the tub, doing dishes, cleaning, whatever it may be. But let's see. So I've had 31,175 minutes listening to podcasts, which I fill my days with, so that's very true. In the top 5, and I've mentioned this before, starting at number 1, Ladies and Tangents. Amazing ladies. They are funny. The podcast, it's very big sister vibes. Like, it's somewhere cozy to go. You laugh, you talk, they'll teach you things, but you also have a good time. And I highly recommend it. Wonderful souls. Number 2, Dear Gabby, which is, again, I really like her. I listen to her all the time. She's big on life lessons, basically. She's, I want to say, 11 years sober now, so it's like tips on motivation, like pep talks, manifestation. She does meditations as well, which I like. I'm big into meditations. And she's just a wonderful person. After that, now, this one, it's For Better or Worse, which these ladies are actually friends of the Ladies and Tangents ladies, so that's how I heard of them. It's somewhat relationship podcast, as well as the girls who run the show are wedding photographers, so they talk a lot about different things for weddings, aspects like that. So I got into them through that. I'm surprised they're number 3. I do listen to them, but I feel like maybe it's because I was catching up on their older stuff that it's on here. But they're also very funny. And they'll give you tips for different sorts of things, whether it's relationships, booking events, weddings. The one of them is pregnant now, so baby tips now as well, which is helpful. Actually, through them, I had just gotten a game for me and JR called Fair Play, which helps basically sort your life, assigning tasks when it needs to be assigned, which recently definitely helps us with the current events. But yeah, very, very nice podcast. More on the funny side as well. After that, and I didn't think this would make it on at all, it's She, which is, well, for she's, I guess, but it's basically tips on different things regarding to being a woman, I guess. I mean, it's eating healthier, say based on your menstrual cycle, or tips like that. She'll have different guests on. There's been tips for like writing a book or getting into business or anything like that. Like, it's very empowering, basically. But I think she is on there as well because I was catching up on older episodes. But that one I feel is very hit or miss depending on the topic. It might not pertain to what you want to know or hear about. And the last one I'm very surprised at because I haven't listened to this podcast in a very long time. It's called The Door, which it is a religious podcast, and I had started listening to because one of my good friends became a born-again Christian and loves debating everything, but since then, particularly the Bible, so it was, I guess, a thing so I could talk about things with her. We are no longer friends, but it's not because she's a born-again Christian, it's just, well, I mean, I could get into that in a story time if you want, rather than here and now. But I do feel like maybe it was just we've grown apart, basically, if you wanted to summarize it like that. But anyway, ask if you want a story time on that. I will give, definitely. But that is it for my Spotify Wrapped. I love the playlist you get at the end of it. I feel like it's, well, especially since it's mine and JR's, it's something we can put on for both of us, which is great because we like unwinding at the end of the day with music, so it's good to do that. And now I'm going to go inside as I am starting to get a bit chilly, but that is Canada. Anyway, thanks for listening to me blab on about my music. I'll see you guys later.